Well, congratulations to the New York Football Giants. Boy, that hurt to say. You know, all those guys at YouTube, Mythos, Pride, Nicole, even the Weasel, Calpeasel, all you guys, congratulations. I've given the Giants so much props over the years. Actually, too many props over the years for them being a well put together organization, and they've shown it again. You know, in my opinion, their talent level is above average. You know what I'm saying? In the league, you know, they have some killers like JPP, but they're on a normal scale or above normal scale of the NFL. However, when it's time to play, they know how to turn it on and play. When they were saying all in, they know how to go all in. They know how, and they've been doing it for a long time, and that's how they get on those strings at the end of the season. You know, when those games really mean something, you go down deep and you get something, and then you come out with a victory, and that's what really football is all about. So they proved it again. They proved, you know, what I've been saying a lot all the way about defense. You know, when you get to those big games, you can throw the quarterbacks with the great numbers out the windows. All of them gone. You know what I'm saying? The only person left was Eli, who I used to beat Eli up like crazy. I used to laugh at Eli. I used to could say I could pick when he was going to throw an interception, or he's going to throw it right now. I would do all that kind of stuff with Eli. After Eli won the first Super Bowl, I stopped comparing him to Tony Romo. I stopped. Because he had a ring and he had done something Tony Romo hadn't done. So until Tony Romo does that, it's when I would compare them to again. And then I know a hot topic in Dallas is comparing Romo to Eli. Which one is better? Which one would you have? I can't take anything away from what Eli has done on both of those Super Bowl runs. He was a major factor. He was the MVP of the Super Bowl. He was not a Trent Dilfer who was just playing the quarterback, making plays when he had to. Eli was a monster. And there's no way I'm going to talk junk about Eli ever again. He has surpassed a lot of quarterbacks, not in numbers, but in playing the game. Congratulations. Now, what are we going to do? I'm not sure, but I'm telling you, watching the Giants win that Super Bowl has fueled me even more. So you people who can't take the truth out there, you people who want to just drink Cowboys Kool-Aid and not want to even realize that the fall that we had this year was epic, that we were in the playoffs, in the Giants spot that they took advantage of. We were there in that spot, and we collapsed, probably worse than we've ever collapsed before in our history. And nobody is even caring. Everybody wants to think we're on the uptick right now. But I tell you what, that game yesterday and the Philadelphia Eagles at the end of the season, we're clear number 3. We're clear number 3 in our own division. And we got to keep our eyes on what Washington does, because we wasn't that much better than Washington. We was a field goal better than Washington in both games. So we got to watch them in case they get a Peyton Manning or RG3. Because they had Rex Grossman. We've got a lot of work to do, people. There's some really talented people on this football team, but there's some people that have to go. And there's a different attitude we're going to have. They have an attitude in New York. They have an attitude in Baltimore. Places that win consistently. They have an attitude there. They have an attitude in Pittsburgh. They have an attitude in New England. They have an attitude even in Green Bay, and they just started getting on their roll. We don't have an attitude. We don't have a swagger. Nothing. It's time to put some stuff together for the Cowboys, man. Alright. Congratulations, Giants. I'll make a video. I'm going to talk about free agency. This guy. I mean, this is one thing. This is a thing. We're talking about this guy who is a monster. He's a monster offensive lineman, a guard. But if you spend all the money on this guy, if you spend all the money that this guy's going to demand, you're telling me that we're Super Bowl ready and we just need to protect Tony Romo a little bit more. But I tell you what, he was on a better offense, protecting a better quarterback, and they couldn't do it. So what makes you think we can spend all the money on him, bring them to Dallas, and then we're all of a sudden going to be in the Super Bowl because our offense will be better. All right, man. We're going to talk this thing out during the summer, the whole summer, through the draft, everything. Holla at you.